The very reason you must have clicked on this video, I see that you must have missed filing GSTR-3B for any previous tax period but want to file now and may be concerned about paying a hefty late fee due to that. Worry not, as the government has yet again provided GST Amnesty Scheme under this law for non-filers of GSTR-3B. Ha! What a sigh of relief. I promise you, by the end of this video, you will get complete details of the applicability, benefit and working of the scheme, the late fee relief, the issues that still stand unresolved and possible solutions. Hello, I'm Annapurna, tax expert at ClearTax, where more than 250 million invoices are uploaded for tax compliance. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that bell icon so that you get notified instantly whenever we upload a new video. Let's begin with the video. CBIC implemented the GST Amnesty Scheme for the second time through a notification dated 1st June 2021. It applies to pending GSTR-3B returns of previous tax periods between July 2017 and April 2021. The GST Amnesty Scheme was first notified to cover periods from July 2017 up to September 2018. An extended time limit to file on or before 31st March 2019 was provided then. Back in early 2020, several tax professionals and industry leaders urged the government to reopen the GST Amnesty Scheme for several months due to the COVID pandemic. The government finally acceded to their request. Now, as per the CBIC's latest Central Tax Notification number 19 issued on 1st June 2021, the all-new GST Amnesty Scheme applies from 1st June 2021 up to 31st August 2021. Any taxpayer who hasn't filed GSTR-3B before the due dates for tax periods ranging from July 2017 till April 2021 can now do so within this window on the GST portal. So what's the benefit of the scheme? Before knowing the benefit, let's learn the problem. Note that taxpayers cannot file a particular period's GSTR-3B without filing the previous ones. Moreover, if you haven't filed GSTR-3B for 6 consecutive tax periods or 3 consecutive quarters as the case may be, then you stand the risk of GST registration getting cancelled. This can impact your business as your clients or GST registered customers may refrain from dealing with you or cancel business contracts, making GSTR-3B more important, a very important compliance for smooth running of business. The taxpayers will benefit from this relief as they need not pay hefty late fees which otherwise discourage them from filing any pending GSTR-3B returns. Further, it helps taxpayers who are restoring their business after being severely affected by lockdowns and weak economic conditions due to the pandemic. Coming to the late fee relief that you were waiting to hear, you will get a concession in the late fee payable under the GST Amnesty Scheme. The maximum late fee has been restricted to ₹1,000 per return, that is ₹500 under CGST and ₹500 under SGST Act for GSTR-3B with any tax liability or which is other than nil GSTR-3B filing. On the other hand, the maximum late fee for a nil GSTR-3B is fixed at ₹500 per return, that is ₹250 each under CGST and SGST Acts. In other words, the late fee to be charged to a taxpayer for one return will be lower of the two amounts. Firstly, the total late fee as calculated under the Act for every day of delay. Secondly, the maximum late fee I just mentioned before. For example, suppose XYZ and company hasn't filed GSTR-3B of say January 2021 that was due by 20th February 2021 but now wants to file on say 2nd of August 2021, then a late fee as per the Act would have been ₹8,150 for 163 days of delay at ₹50 per day of delay for GSTR-3B with tax liability. But maximum late fee under the scheme is restricted to ₹1,000 for a return of GSTR-3B for January 2021. So, XYZ and company is liable to pay a late fee of ₹1,000 for filing such a return with tax liability and the applicable interest under the Act. If this example is making sense, then let us know by writing in the comment section below. Also post your queries, we'll be happy to help you. Let's now move to the challenges and issues that came along with the GST Amnesty Scheme. No doubt, it aims to provide relief to non-filers who want to continue their business by rightfully declaring GST data. But it is not free from hurdles. Firstly, those having tax liability and didn't file GSTR-3B are not given a waiver of interest, but only the maximum late fee is relaxed for filing it now. Secondly, certain tax professionals and GST experts question the non-admissibility of input tax credit, that is ITC, under the GST Amnesty Scheme. Although the amnesty scheme allows tax payment pending for previous tax periods, it is still silent about whether one can claim ITC in the same return of that preceding financial year. Admissibility of ITC under the scheme is a valid and genuine concern put forth by these experts and professionals. The CGST Act lays down the time limit to claim ITC. ITC on a tax invoice or debit note raised in a particular financial year can be claimed by the earlier of two dates. Firstly, it is the due date of filing GSTR-3B for September of the year following the financial year. Secondly, it is the date of filing the annual return. For example, assume the due date to file GSTR-3B of September 2020 was 20th October 2020 and the annual return in Form GSTR-9 is due on 31st December 2020, although it was extended. Then, the maximum time to claim ITC for financial year 1920 was 20th October 2020 in the GSTR-3B of September. The government has extended the time limit to file GSTR-3B of previous tax periods. However, it has not extended the time limit for claiming ITC of the past tax periods. Due to this, it legally disallows the taxpayers from not only reporting ITC while filing GSTR-3B of past tax period, but also disallows claim of ITC of such invoice as recipient under the amnesty scheme. Next up, GSTR-1 is not covered under the scheme. So, there is no late fee waiver or relief to file the pending GSTR-1 for same tax period as GSTR-3B that you plan to file. Fourth on my list is that there is no clarification about GSTINs already cancelled due to non-filing of past GSTR-3B returns about when or how it will be restored when an appeal was preferred by the aggrieved taxpayer. Note that without an active GSTIN, taxpayers cannot file pending GSTR-3B returns. The taxpayers must be given full advantage of the scheme by looking into these aspects as well. The government should expand the scope of the scheme to include GSTR-1, GSTR-9, GSTR-10 and also allow ITC of past tax periods where the time limit has now expired. Majorly, options to revise returns must be provided to recipients of such ITC. Hence, the government must suitably take note of these anomalies and correct the legal gap at the earliest. Now that you know A to Z about GST Amnesty Scheme, it's time to file 100% accurate GST returns on ClearGST software without the hassles of calculating tax and late fees, as it's automatically done for you. If it's a nil return you have to file, then all you need is 30 seconds with ClearGST software. Visit the link gst.cleartax.in to explore the solution now. Do check out the link left in the description below. Also, do try out our Clear Pro app for getting GST news and updates, GST calendar, GST return filing status and many more GST compliance features on the go. Click on the link left in the description below to download the Android application now. If the video is helpful, please like, share and comment. Also, stay tuned for our next video on interesting and much asked topic. 5 ways to know which of the two regimes, that is old or new regime, suits you better while filing ITR for this year. See you soon.